Hey there, this is Kristin from KristinCoaching.com, and thank you so much for joining me for another video today. I thought I would switch it up a little bit today and do a video on my life. You guys have been sending me emails and asking questions in the comments section about me, personal questions, questions about my personal life, past relationships, struggles, career, things like that. So I wanted to do a little video for you today so you could get to know me a little bit more. It's kind of a get to know me session. So I'm going to be answering some questions that you guys have for me. A lot of these questions have been repeated over time. Multiple people want to know about it. And I think it's really important to know who I am. I am in front of the camera in front of you guys all the time, right? Giving relationship advice and ideas and tips. And of course, I am a relationship coach and a therapist. But who else am I? And I think sometimes, getting to know who the person is who's helping you, can get you more connected with me, and you'll know if I'm the right fit for you in terms of, the type of person you want helping you or not. And I think sometimes it's really just fun getting to know people a little bit more. I always ask you personal questions about your life, so now it's time to dive into mine, okay? So I have a list of just a few questions that I've been getting, and we're gonna dive into it. They're gonna be very simple to some more complicated ones. So we're gonna start off with some simple ones. People want to know, how old am I? Well, I am 35. I just turned 35 in August. August ended just a couple days ago. So yes, I'm 35 and it feels great. Feels fabulous. I feel younger though than 35. I do have to say that. I still feel like I'm a good 29. People want to know, do I have any pets? No, I do not have any pets, although I love animals. I really, really do. I think they're so cute. I love dogs. I like cats. Probably not as much as I do dogs, but I don't have any pets. Main reason is because I have really awful allergies. I'm allergic to dogs and cats, unfortunately, but I love them. I do house sit for my friends who have animals, and I sneeze and I suffer through it, but they're so cute, so it's totally worth it. But I don't have any of my own. What is my astrological sign? I am a Leo, so shout out to all those Leos out there. When did you meet your husband? I met my husband in high school, actually. We are high school sweethearts, for those of you who don't know. I've been together with my husband for over 17 years. We had a couple breaks in between. I think year 3, we did a couple of breaks in our relationship. They weren't that long, maybe a few weeks at a time. But ever since then, we've been together, and it's been amazing. And I feel super fortunate that I found my partner and my best friend so early on in life. And he has been amazing. So yeah, we've been together for a very, very long time and have grown up together. So it's been great. So we've been through all the hard things you can imagine, the highest of highs to the lowest of lows. And so not only when I give you tips and advice that I've gained through my professional setting as a therapist and a relationship coach, I'm also using personal advice, things that I have used that have worked, because there have been a lot of things that haven't worked that I want to, steer you guys away from as well. So that's a little bit about him. Have you ever been in an unhealthy relationship? I'm sure people have asked that question because, for those who do know me, I've been with my husband forever, right, since I was in high school. But yes, absolutely, I have been in an unhealthy relationship. I had a few relationships before I met my husband, and I would say most of them, some were they were healthy at times, and they were also very unhealthy at times. So I've been in, what I would consider, I don't want to use the right word, possessive relationships, jealous relationships, emotionally abusive relationships at times. Although there were times where it was good, definitely times where it absolutely wasn't. So yes, I absolutely know what it's like to have very, very unhealthy and toxic dynamics that make you feel awful, make you feel anxious, make you feel like you are less than and you don't deserve a lot, and you know, that you're never going to get out of the muck and the drama and the negativity. But I am a living example that you absolutely can get out of it, and you can believe in yourself and believe that you are worth more than what you are getting. So yes, I do have experience with unhealthy relationships. I wanted to be a relationship coach and teach you about healthy versus unhealthy relationships because I've been on both sides of the spectrum, right? Right now, I am in a super healthy, amazing relationship. It's not perfect. There's always things to work on, but it's definitely in the healthy category, and I'm proud to say that. And I've come from a place with very, very unhealthy dynamics that were not working, and I was feeling so bad on many levels being in that type of a relationship. So I know what it's like, and I want to help you get from an unhealthy relationship to a healthy one. And if you're already in a healthy one, I want you to stay in a healthy one. So that's my whole purpose. I just want to help people. What are some of your personal struggles in life? That's a really good question. You know, I do think it's fair to ask me that because I ask you that all the time. What are your relationship struggles, right? And people always mention personal things that they're going through. Definitely, I'd say my personal struggles in life are worrying. I do a lot of worrying. I come honestly by that. I would say my mom is definitely a worry wart in many ways. And so I worry about things. I tend to think the worst at times, which definitely does a disservice. And it's something that I'm constantly working on and trying to you know, progress into a more positive mindset, into a more relaxed mindset, because I do think if we overthink and overanalyze and worry, it's just too much stress. And oftentimes our worst fears really don't come true. And it's hard not to let our fears take over our mind. It's hard to not let our fears make it seem like it's an actual reality that we're going through, when in reality it hasn't even happened yet, right? So it's always a progress. I think we're always trying to work on ourselves. No matter where we are in the process, we're always trying to be better people, healthier individuals, be more aware of ourselves and the choices that we make. And I ask that for you guys. I want you to be more aware of yourself and the choices that you make and how it's impacting your relationship, both positively and negatively. So I'm constantly doing that for me and my relationship, and I want you to do that for you and your relationship as well. So a little bit about me in terms of my personal struggles. My favorite form of self-care. What is my favorite form of self-care? Yes, self-care is so important. My personal favorite go-to of self-care is to do anything that is fun. So I love to play games. I like to go mini golfing. I like to go bowling. I like to do just, you know, fun activities, game wise. I'm such a game person. I love to see movies with my husband. I love to spend time with family and friends, and I love a good spa day. A day of relaxation helps quiet my mind. It makes me feel so good. So my self-care is definitely family, friends, fun, and pampering for sure. I really enjoy that. Do you have any children? No, I do not. And that is a work in progress as well. We'll see if I decide to have any in the future. But for now, I don't. I enjoy my nephew very, very much. I love him more than anything. So it's wonderful being an aunt, and maybe one day I will be blessed to have a child. So we'll see. I'll keep you updated on that one. Why do you choose to be a therapist and a coach? Ever since I was young, I loved hearing everyone's story. I loved hearing about everyone's lives, and I always felt that I was naturally good at giving advice and listening, and just being a supportive person. So I took, I think, some natural skills that I had and applied it into my academia, where I got a degree in psychology for my undergrad, and then I got my degree in marriage and family therapy, and counseling, and that has been absolutely wonderful. And so I decided to do coaching fairly recently, you know, the past 1.5 to 2 years, because a lot of my therapy skills were very goal-oriented. I think that it's helpful to look into the past and understand why you are where you're at now. What happened in your life to make you be where you're at today? I do think that's super important to know why we're here, right? But then I also think there's a second piece of, yes, we need to know why we're here today, what's happened that's influenced us, our behaviors and our thoughts and our feelings here, but how do we move forward? What can we do to have you go in motion and meet your life goals now? So I think that coaching is really awesome because I can give you actual helpful skills that you can use right now. We don't need to focus on, the past and why you are the way you are. We can focus on how to move forward and make you into the person that you want to be. I think oftentimes we can feel stuck and feel like we're not moving forward and growing and gaining as individuals. So I wanted to be a coach because I think they're very attainable goals. I like to be very encouraging and motivating, and I want to help you get from point A to point B and meet the goals that you have. And specifically, I wanted to do relationship coaching because I love relationships. Our whole life is relationships. We're wives, we're husbands, we're daughters, we're sisters, we're brothers, we're nieces, we're nephews, we're grandchildren. We're all in relationships in life. So to be in a relationship with an intimate partner is something really special, and it's super important. And I think so many people out there just have very unhealthy relationships and unhealthy dynamics, and they're not happy as a result. And I want everyone to be happy. And I think our relationships, if we can get that core happy, we're going to be much happier, healthier, and functioning people in life. So that is my whole point of doing relationship coaching. I love that, and I love getting people to a healthier and happier place in their relationship. That's my goal. That's what I want to do, and that is absolutely my passion. Last but not least, what is the hardest part of being on YouTube? I think the hardest part of being on YouTube is, that's a really good question. It's always hard to be vulnerable and open up and not know how you are going to take me. So there's just a part of vulnerability that can feel really raw. And it's hard to also say my opinions and my thoughts in only a few minutes time, where you don't know me that well to really know my full idea of who I am at the core. So I worry about judgment. I worry about maybe miscommunication, not having you understand where I'm coming from. So I think there's a whole, umbrella of vulnerability that you have with YouTube. But I decided to do YouTube because I want to reach out to you and to as many people as possible who want help and want support in their relationships. That's why I wanted to go on this platform, to reach you guys and speak to people all around the United States and all around the world. That makes me so happy. So I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy being on YouTube very, very much. So thank you for giving me this platform and this time to open up to you and talk about myself and share a little bit about who I am. As always, if you have any more questions, please comment below. If you enjoyed this video, smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe to my YouTube page if you haven't already. Share this video with people if you feel that they will be interested in it. Share any of my other videos with your friends or your family because I know so many people need relationship help. We all do. We all need support. So please share my video, spread the Kristin Coaching word, and I really appreciate all of your love and support. I'm going to see you guys next time for my next video, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch today. Okay, take care.